Hello and welcome to Grasstrack Sports production of this, the FIME European Individual Solo Semi-Final here at Midshires. Now Midshires is a club that's grown really nice. It's been great to watch this club grow over the last few years. They've been running the Master of Midshires for many years. Last year they went international and invited a couple of foreign riders over for the Master of Midshires, and now this year the club has taken on a real challenge in offering us the FIME European Individual Semi-Final for this year. It's probably the second biggest title that solo riders can win in our sport. Obviously the World Longtrack Championship is the biggest still, but the European Solo Final still has lots of prestige, and today this is the gateway to that event. Now today at Midshires we've got 6 really top British riders, and they're real hopes that all 6 are going to go through to the final. We've got Paul Hurry, who of course has won this event before. We've got James Shanes, who's won this event twice before as well. We've got Andrew Appleton, he's won the European event before as well. We've also got Wajtknecht, who of course won the British Masters last year, and he's been on the rostrum for this event before. And added to that, we've got also Paul Cooper, who's always gone well and has had plenty of experience at this level too. So we've got plenty of British hope riding today in this meeting. Now already we've got through to the final 3 other riders. So we could have 9 riders at the European final, and that's virtually unprecedented. Now as far as the track goes, you can see behind us there's lots of work going on at the track. There's been absolutely loads of effort gone into this meeting today. The circuit looks fantastic. The riders have already practiced this morning. Practice actually began for the sidecars at 8:30 this morning, so it's already been a very long day for some. Now I mentioned the sidecars. We've got every single top 1000cc sidecar here this afternoon. The racing's going to be fantastic. The corners are a little bit tight, the straights are long, and that always proves for great racing in the sidecars. And we've got a few solos as well, national solos that are riding too, headed by Tom Perry. So we really are up for an amazing day today. This is going to be a fantastic meeting for the ACU to be involved with, a fantastic meeting for Midshires to be involved with. We're really looking forward to seeing what the racing is going to be like. And just before the racing, we're going to catch a few of the riders in the pits. Hello and welcome to Grasstrack Sports production of this, the FIME European Individual Solo Semi-Final here at Midshires. Now Midshires is a club that's grown really nice. It's been great to watch this club grow over the last few years. They've been running the Master of Midshires for many years. Last year they went international and invited a couple of foreign riders over for the Master of Midshires, and now this year the club has taken on a real challenge in offering us the FIME European Individual Semi-Final for this year. It's probably the second biggest title that solo riders can win in our sport. Obviously the World Longtrack Championship is the biggest still, but the European Solo Final still has lots of prestige, and today this is the gateway to that event. Now today at Midshires we've got 6 really top British riders, and they're real hopes that all 6 are going to go through to the final. We've got Paul Hurry, who of course has won this event before. We've got James Shanes, who's won this event twice before as well. We've got Andrew Appleton, he's won the European event before as well. We've also got Wajtknecht, who of course won the British Masters last year, and he's been on the rostrum for this event before. And added to that, we've got also Paul Cooper, who's always gone well and has had plenty of experience at this level too. So we've got plenty of British hope riding today in this meeting. Now already we've got through to the final 3 other riders. So we could have 9 riders at the European final, and that's virtually unprecedented. Now as far as the track goes, you can see behind us there's lots of work going on at the track. There's been absolutely loads of effort gone into this meeting today. The circuit looks fantastic. The riders have already practiced this morning. Practice actually began for the sidecars at 8:30 this morning, so it's already been a very long day for some. Now I mentioned the sidecars. We've got every single top 1000cc sidecar here this afternoon. The racing's going to be fantastic. The corners are a little bit tight, the straights are long, and that always proves for great racing in the sidecars. And we've got a few solos as well, national solos that are riding too, headed by Tom Perry. So we really are up for an amazing day today. This is going to be a fantastic meeting for the ACU to be involved with, a fantastic meeting for Midshires to be involved with. We're really looking forward to seeing what the racing is going to be like. And just before the racing, we're going to catch a few of the riders in the pits. So the first rider we've caught up with is Andrew Appleton. Andrew, obviously you've won the European Championship before. Ready to do it again?
Well, get through today first, and then yeah, the Bad Hurstveld is where the European final is, and it's really a good track for me. I've won that meeting last year on a maximum, so yeah, plan A really today is to get through the qualification and yeah, get ready for that. So
yeah, so that's sort of one of the questions I was going to ask really, is obviously there's some good riders here and it'd be nice to win it, but qualification is the main order of the day for today.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like the weather doesn't look too good for later on today, so I think the first couple of heats are going to be important to get the points through, just depending on what they do at the end of the day. So It's really important to try and do well to start with, I think, and then see if we can get into the A final direct. I don't really like going to the B final and, you know, being seeded through from there, because it's like a pressure race. But yeah, try and do as well as we can, get to the A final, and then it's a fresh game then.
Yeah, now we've obviously in the build-up just now we talked about the British riders here, and we've got some really strong British riders, yourself included. Do you think that there's a bit of an advantage today for British riders? I know that you don't do a lot of racing domestically, but do you think there's a bit of an advantage for the British riders today?
I don't know really. Looking at practice, the British boys do seem to be going a lot better than the Europeans. It is quite a bit different to what they're used to, not having a fence and everything. But yeah, they're professional riders, and I think when the green light comes on and it's race conditions, there'll be a hard meeting, no matter who they are. So.
Yeah. Now, obviously, this season so far has been sort of ups and downs. Last week at Lariol, was it last week? Didn't go to plan, but for the rest of the season, how's the season been going?
Yeah, it's been going all right, steady. So yeah, I had a great meeting at Stadskanaal in Holland the week before Lariol. I won that, and yeah, I've had quite a few good results. I'd always like to be better, but obviously, if you're not winning, you'd always want better. But yeah, we've still got a lot of meetings to go this year, and yeah, Muldorf is my next Grand Prix round, which is I love. It's one of my favourite tracks, and I've always gone good round there. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Excellent. Well, Andrew, best of luck today. Obviously, I'm sure lots of people will want to see you go well today, given how long you've been involved in the sport at this level. Hopefully things will go really well, and well, you said that. Good luck for today, and hopefully we'll catch up with you later and you'll be in that top 6.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So we've caught up with our first overseas rider now, Stephan Katt, and Stephan's no stranger to British Grasstrack. He's done an awful lot of British Grasstrack in the past. Dutch Grasstrack last night though, Stephan, and that went well.
Of course it did. I won that meeting. It was nice to win a meeting to stay on top on the rostrum, but yeah, this was one of my meetings from this year. I've done already a few meetings and or quite a lot, and the season is going pretty good so far.
Good. Okay, so obviously this the European Championship is obviously a meeting that you've won several times before, and this is the gateway. But obviously you've had to come over the channel to the British Grasstrack, and you've had to do that before.
I've done it before, of course, but yeah, I mean, I won the European Championship title 3 times in 2006, 2009 and 2012. And another one on my list will be fine and will be lovely, but I mean, first I have to qualify today, and that is a hard meeting, especially for the rider from Europe, because this is the typical English grass track, and I think it's the English guys, Coops and all of them, they ride in the right style for it, and it's for me a little bit difficult, but I will see. I try to do my best, and.
What do you think it is about? Because I know that lots of the riders, the Germans, the Dutch, and the French, they don't so much like coming over to Britain for the semi-finals, and they'd much rather race on the continent. What do you think it is about British Grasstrack that makes it tough for the overseas riders?
I don't know. It's also a grass track, same tracks like we have, but the track's a little bit different, and maybe a little bit more bumpy, and that is what it makes us, or makes it really harder for the European rider, because the English guys, they ride on these tracks, I don't know, 10 times, 15 times a year. So we do it just once when we're doing a qualifier or so, and this is what it makes a little bit harder for us.
Yeah, sure. Now, obviously, I think you won your 2009 title in England, didn't you? Wasn't that at Swingfield? Was it where you won that one?
No.
Where was the 2009 title?
First one was in France, and 2009 was in Burghaupten, Germany. And 2012 was in Enrom, but I won the semi-final, European semi-final in Swingfield. But I think that was in 2012.
So you've
Swingfield is different. For me, Swingfield is a different track. I really like Swingfield, and I can't say I don't like this track here, but this track is quite difficult for me. And but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a long way away from a big track like Berghaupten. I guess it's quite a big difference to that sort of circuit. But Bad Hersfeld, obviously the final, obviously on home turf. Is that a place that you enjoy riding?
Yeah, of course. I won a German championship 2 years ago in Bad Hersfeld. Won a lot of open meetings there, and it's quite a nice track. It's a small track, really grippy, and yeah. So it's hopefully everything went well or goes well today for me, and I get qualified, maybe on the rostrum, whatever, I don't know now, and I will give my best. And so
sure. Well, better luck, Stephan. Obviously, lots of people very pleased to see you here because of you're so familiar to the British crowd. Have a really good day, and hopefully we'll catch up with you later.
All right, thank you.
Now we've caught up with James Shanes, of course, 3 times British Masters champion, but probably more importantly for today, 2 times European champion as well. James, we were just talking about practice before we started to shoot. You've been out on the track. How did you find the track?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's riding better than I expected with the weather we've had leading up to the event. So hopefully the track can hold up to a full day's race, and the teams can keep on top of the track, and hopefully we'll get some cracking racing today.
Yeah, and obviously it's a British Grasstrack, and we've just talked to Stephan Katt, and he described it as a traditional British Grasstrack. Do you think that gives you a bit of an advantage today?
Yeah, it gives obviously gives the English boys a bit of advantage, but also the Dutch riders, they're used to the deep sand tracks. So it's quite an even playing field, and hopefully I can qualify. That's the aim of the day, is get to grand final. So.
Now, at the moment, I can't help but notice you're sporting a bit of a black eye. I'm guessing that's from Lariol last week.
No, Mrs. beat me up. no, it was from Lariol. It was a bit of a nasty crash, but no lasting effects. It's just battered and bruised, and a few scrapes and scars to sort of prove it. But other than that, I'm fit as ever.
Excellent. I know you were in action on Wednesday night as well at Birmingham, and everything felt okay.
Yeah, it might have been a day too early to come back. I was sort of struggling halfway through the meeting, but it was catch-22. Do I ride or not ride? So I'd rather get on the bike and have a spin, and sort of got me ready for today. And I'm feeling better than I have been for a while.
Yeah. Now I'm guessing this is probably a meeting that you really want to do well in and get to Bad Hersfeld, because obviously you had that brilliant win at Swingfield a couple of years ago, and that was your first European title. And then you won it again, and nobody thought you were going to, and you defended the title, and then last year obviously lost the title. So this year, really wanting it.
Yeah, it was always going to be hard to sort of go the three-peat in France. France is a very difficult place to ride, and I didn't have the best draws for the day. But the goal is to get to the final, and then it's hats, gloves off in the final. So hopefully I can join an elite club of 3 times. Yeah. Now,
of course, Bad Hersfeld in Germany is the place where the final will be. Have you ridden there before, and how have you got on?
No, I haven't been there before. A lot of tracks are still very new to me. I've only been out there for sort of a few years properly, so everyone's new and everyone's learning. But hopefully, by what I've seen and what I've heard, it's a grass track and on a bit of a hill, and that sort of suits me quite well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget, because you've had such a brilliant start to your career. Obviously, the 3 Masters titles and the being a regular in the World Long Track, and then the 2 European titles. People forget you're only 23. 22, so still an awful lot of learning to be done.
Yeah, it's a massive learning curve, and this is my 3rd year in the GPs now. So I've only really been out there for sort of 3 years, and the track's very differently, and you can go from a sand track today to a 1,000-metre track tomorrow. So there's a lot of learning involved, and even just with bike setups, and that's probably the hardest bit, is getting the bike setups ready for the tracks.
Yeah, and I know that obviously Dad follows you around and does an awful lot of work on the bikes and things. For a meeting like this, obviously you rode at Lariol last week, which is quite a lot different to this. Big, wide, sweeping corners, and today we've got quite tight corners. How much preparation do you need to do to the bikes prior to even coming to the meeting?
Lots. There's different sort of suspension setups, different gearbox ratios, and different engines. There's a lot of things. In total I probably spent a day with him washing the bike and then setting the bike up, and I had to do that with 2 bikes, so a good 2 days worth of work to get the bikes to ready for today, and then it'll be tomorrow it'll be do it all again to get them ready for the next week. So
yeah, and then and just following on from that, obviously given after today, the hope is that you'll be off to Bad Hersfeld for the final, and never been there before. How much sort of research do you need to do before you go to know sort of what you're going to be attacking?
I'll watch a few videos on YouTube, and I'll watch. I'll speak to the rider and see what I can find out, and I've got a sheet that tells me all the sizes and lengths and shapes and stuff. So I'll look into that and try and compare it to somewhere I've been before, and we'll have an educated guess at what to try.
Okay, cool, James. That's really interesting. So thanks for that. Have a really good day today. Obviously, lots of people are going to want to see you go well today, and also for the rest of the season.
Thank you. See you soon.
So now we found another one of the British hopes for today, Richard Hall. Richard, great to see you at British Grasstrack. First one this year?
No, 2nd one this year. I was at Tallington at the start of the year. but it's always nice to come on home soil.
Yeah. Obviously, your style of riding probably suits the British Grasstrack, I'd have thought.
Yeah, they do a little bit. I think the Midshires Club's done an excellent job of the track, and it's a nice shape, and I think it's going to give some good racing. So hopefully the English boys can pull it off.
Yeah, we're hoping for all 6 through if we can manage it. Now, obviously, you've been riding a lot on the continent as well. How's your European season going?
Yeah, it's not going too bad. It's a bit more consistent than it has been for the last few years. I've changed a lot of things in my team and my camp, and it seems to be going for the better.
And you've had some brilliant results out in Germany, and obviously the final, if you qualify today, the final's in Bad Hersfeld. Is that a place that you visited before, and how do you usually go there?
No, I've never been, but this is a bit like coming today. I've never been here before, so it's just another meeting. It's just got to go and try your best, and hopefully at the end you can come away with results.
Well, best of luck today, Richard. Obviously, lots of people looking out for you. Good to see you on the British Grasstrack and having supported the club Grasstrack as well with Tallington. Perhaps a few more fans as well. So, best of luck. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
So now we've caught up with one of the favourites for today's meeting, Romano Hummel from Holland. And Romano, obviously, is this your first visit to the English Grasstrack?
No, I was 2 years ago in Swingfield with the European final.
And how did your European final at Swingfield go?
It was good. I had placed 7, but one heat my chain come off, and then it was finished.
Yeah. Now, obviously, was it last year you had your accident and an injury, but back this season with a bang?
Yeah, last year was a little bit shit about my injury, but I start this year very strong, and now I have again an injury on my feet. It's not so good, but I have to push myself a little bit today for place 1 to 8, so I can go to the final. It's not possible to win today, maybe.
Oh, okay. Why do you say that it's not possible to win?
Yeah, I've a lot of problems with my feet, a lot of pain, and in the head, yeah, it's not so okay.
Okay. Now, obviously, you used to racing. You sort of brought up racing in Holland, where the tracks can get a bit deep, a bit similar to England. So, the conditions of the track today for practice okay for you?
Yeah, this English track is very good. It's a little bit bumpy, but that's normal here. It's very normal.
Yeah, Stephan Katt said the same. When I asked him about English grass tracks, he said, well, they're bumpy.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. Well, best of luck today. Obviously, lots of people really looking forward to seeing you ride today. Hopefully it all goes well and you get in that top 9.
I hope so, thank you.
Cheers, thanks.
Bye.
So we've caught up with another German rider now, Christian Hulshurst, who's visited the UK lots of times racing. How long have you been racing now, Christian?
I've been racing since 25 years. No, it's my 24th year. Yeah.
Okay, so lots of experience, and obviously you've had lots of visits to the UK for racing as well.
Yeah, I'm here for many times, yeah. In Swingfield most times, but here's the first time for me, I think for most of the riders. Yeah. Normally I like the English grass track, or grass tracks overall I like, yeah, more than long track, yeah.
Okay, because a lot of the overseas riders, the riders from Germany and France, they don't really like the English grass tracks, but I know that you quite often choose to race your semi-finals in England if you can. Why is that?
I don't choose it. The federation do it, yeah, for me, because they go after the results from the German championships, yeah.
Sure. So most German racers are long track racers who do grass track, but you feel that you are a grass track racer that sometimes races long track.
Yes.
Okay.
Because in my area where I live, we have more grass tracks, and I live close to Dutch, so I ride many times there.
Sure.
And they have just grass track, just one sand track and a long track in Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah. So today's meeting, obviously here, that will the way that the track is good for you, and you hope to get in that top 9.
Yeah, I hope that I finish in the top 9. Yeah, the track good for me. Yeah. In the first 2 sessions, I don't feel comfortable. Later, it comes better because after the track preparation and we changed the setup, and now we hope that it is all good and work for the race.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've used all of your experience to change the bike and make things more comfortable for you.
Yeah, that's what we do and what we try to make it so comfortable as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, best of luck today, Christian. It's really always really good to see you in the UK racing. I hope you have a really good day.
Thanks.
So now we've got another one of our British hopefuls for today, reigning British Masters champion Zach Wajtknecht. Zach, here we are at the European semi. This is the gateway for your European assault for this year. How are you feeling after practice?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, bit of a tight track, but yeah, it seemed to go well. I was happy with both bikes, which is always a good thing, and yeah, hopefully, like you said, make my way to the European final.
Now, obviously, a lot of the foreign riders in particular, and a few of the UK riders who tend to race abroad, they might have been a little bit worried about the British semi-final because it does get a bit choppy. But last year at the Masters, of course, you proved that you can pretty much ride on the roughest of rough.
Yeah, that was the roughest of rough, I think, and yeah, like you said, that was probably one of the extreme tracks that I've ridden on, and it was quite bad. I've even lost like bottoming out with my bike and stuff. But no, like you said, sometimes it does help riding these tracks as well because it gets you more prepared for if you do go abroad and it does chop up or something like that. But obviously most of the time it don't. But yeah, like you said, hopefully a bit of an advantage for us as well.
Now, obviously, you've been riding now for a few years in the adults and riding abroad quite frequently. You have had a brilliant semi-final a couple of years ago. Sorry, a brilliant European Championship final a couple of years ago. So Bad Hersfeld is where the final's going to be. Is it somewhere you've ridden before?
No, I haven't been there before. So, yep, be a bit of a new challenge. But yeah, it went well last year. I had third. So, yeah, like you said, see how it goes and hopefully get through today first.
Yeah, and I mean, you've been gathering up more and more experience on the long tracks over there, and obviously that's a different style. How's your progress been coming with the big long tracks in Germany?
Yeah, I done a practice at the start of the season on a 1,000-metre track, so something I've always wanted to do, and I'm going to Marianski next weekend, so that should be another good experience kind of thing. And yeah, like you said, the more experience you get, and gives you a better idea of setting your bike up and help you out on the track as well.
Yeah, now I think one of the biggest sort of news stories from you, Zach, this year is that you've sort of packed up the speedway for this year, and lots of riders, of course, we're used to young riders coming up through the grass track, getting very excited about them, coming the grass, doing a few seasons, then going off to speedway. You've done the other way around.
Oh yeah, I can't deny it. Speedway, it has gone well for me. Past 3 years, improved every year, and never really seemed to go down, which you can't complain about. But no, just number of things, not enjoying it, some meetings and that, and I haven't really had the time in my career to change anything on my bike to make me feel more comfortable on it. So no, I think like you said, I can only regret it after I've done it, and at the minute I'm in an eye a bit. Sometimes I think I want to get back on it, but no, it's yeah, I enjoy grass track. I enjoy coming. It's like a bit of a weekend thing, family thing, and everyone enjoys it. What comes along with me, and that's the whole point. If you don't enjoy something, there's no point doing it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so is it a part of a long-term thing, giving up the speedway, or do you think you'll pick it up again in the future?
It's not like a definite finish kind of thing, but yeah, like you said, pick it up again. I've got a bit of time now. I can pick and choose what I want to do and go away and try different stuff on my speedway bike and different, I don't know, for seats, for example, or handlebars or whatever, and come back to it and feel more comfortable on the bike. So yeah, it's not a definite thing, but just like I said, I can see how it goes now.
Well, obviously, let's just think about today. Obviously, best of luck for today, Zach. You had a brilliant semi-final at Swingfield last year. It'd be great to sort of repeat that for this year, and then on to the final. So best of luck today. Hopefully it all goes to plan, and then we'll see you at Bad Hersfeld later in the year.
Cheers, thanks.
So now we've come to our fifth British rider who's riding today, Paul Cooper. Great to see you here, Paul. Obviously, British Grasstrack should be perfect for you, shouldn't it?
Indeed, yeah. They've done a great job of the club with this track. It's typical British Grasstrack, and hopefully it's going to play into us British riders' hands. You know, I know we've got a lot of very good Dutch, French, German riders here, but hopefully the track will play into our favour, and it should produce some very good racing. Yeah.
Now, I know you've done a few meetings abroad and at home this year, so how's your season been going so far?
So far it's been going good, yeah. I've really enjoyed my racing this year. Not too much different from the following years, no new bikes or anything, just kept with the same equipment, but just been, I maybe had a bit of a different outlook on my racing now, trying to enjoy it more. and when you're enjoying things go well for you, and I've had some very good results. Started at Lubbenau was good, got second there, then we went to Ludinghausen and I won at Ludinghausen, which was a great event. You know, at Ludinghausen there was 8,000 people there watching, and won the silver helmet there, which was a great buzz. And then went to Tetro, and Tetro was going really good until the final, where I was leading the final and fell off. It was a racing accident. The water, the track, and it just slid out from underneath me. But other than that, things have been going good. So hopefully we can keep the momentum of the season so far onto today and make that top 8 today.
Yeah, I think that all the things that I had ready to talk to you about, you've just mentioned really. But just that Tetro one, I know that must have really hurt because of obviously you've won it twice before, and then if you'd won it the third time, I think there was a bit more on the line.
Yes, there was a bit more money to be won, and also I could get to keep the trophy. There's only one of the riders kept the trophy because they've won it from 3 times. That was Enrico Janoschka, who's won it recently-ish. So that was the plan, but I've got a few more goes at it yet. Hopefully next year, it's going to be a good year next year because they're running the long track at the same weekend as the Speedway Grand Prix as well. So it's going to be a big event for Tetro that weekend. And if things don't go well that weekend, as long as I can keep going, I'll be coming back year after year and trying to compete against it. But it's a track I love. It's very different to a proper grass track, but it's one I love. I know Stephan Katt, who's here today, he's done it a few times and he's very good at it. Mitch Scoddon's won it. Dave Mears has been out there and done it. So it is a good meeting for the lads to enjoy. But hopefully we can get on the rostrum again, or get to the top of the rostrum and get to keep that trophy.
Yeah, and I know you've done it on a sidecar as well, haven't you?
I did indeed, yes. Yeah, quite a few years ago. And Tony Stark got there and his passenger didn't like it in practice, and I think he hurt his hand, if I remember rightly. And Tony was going to have to pack up. I said, no, I'll jump on with you and help you out. And we did, and we finished 3rd overall in the final. So we were the first British sidecar team to ever get on the rostrum there, which was great. I mean, unfortunately, they don't run the 500 sidecars there anymore. But back then, it was probably maybe 8-10 years ago now was that. But it was good. It was good to get in the history books again, first British team up there, and to have a go on a sidecar as well, which was a good bit of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, just sort of moving on to this competition, the European Championship. I know that it's an event where you've earned yourself into the final several times, and then this year was at Bad Hersfeld, of course, in Germany. So is that somewhere you visited before, and how do you go there?
I've heard about Bad Hersfeld for many years. Never been. No idea where it is. I know it's in Germany. That's it. I have heard good stories about the place, and it's an evening meeting under floodlights, which I do enjoy as well. But I've never been before, no. So I'm looking forward to hopefully qualifying today and getting out there and having a look at the track and giving it a good go. But obviously, first of all, today's the meet we've got to focus on. And like I say, I practiced and things went okay in practice. I felt confident on the bike. The track's great, and we just need to not do anything silly and get through to the final.
Well, best of luck today, Paul. Obviously, lots of people really will be hoping you go well, and we really want 9 Brits in that final, don't we?
That would be perfect. You know, last year we had a good year for Brits in the European final, and this year again, hopefully we can get. We've got 3 in already, I believe, from Bielefeld, and this meeting here, hopefully we can get all the boys through and have a good turnout for the British lads at Bad Hersfeld. Yeah, it'd be great. But well, it's never going to be easy because everyone's bloody quick here. So we'll focus on the job in hand and nothing silly and get there for Bad Hersfeld. Yeah.
Best of luck, Paul. Have a really good day.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
250 champion Andrew Whittaker has run extremely well over the course of this 2019 season. Former upright champion Stephen Green absolutely flying on the lay-down in 2019. He's number 66. The rider coming by now, Daniel Winterton, with a few bike problems. The Cheshire promoter. Don't forget to support them next week up at Goresworth for the Upright British Championship. Mark Taylor, number 170, come round in his lap of honour. Mark, he's going to have a late practice, have machine problems in practice. Stuart Mears, number 41, coming round, and great to see the man back behind him, number 10, Tony Acton. Great to see him back on the grass and absolutely flying at the moment. Great to see Tony back with us grass track racing. Daniel is still with a few bike problems, as is Tim Noves. I think nothing, we couldn't quite say with Tim, nothing changes really, so, but let's hope he can get it sorted out because he is really a sight worth beholding when he goes round. But Daniel's having to go back up to the pit, so that looks, if that could be a big problem. John Hiscock and Terry Madley coming round there, They led the sidecar parade. Red number 184, John Hiscott and Terry Madley. Clint Blondell over from Guernsey to race with us. Good to see Aaron Butcher with us on the solos, number 20, Aaron in the solo support. Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders, many times Masters champion. Good to see Rob with us this afternoon. Brian Ashcroft, number 45 on the solo. Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. That's superb sounding gone there. Then we've got number 15, Matt Fumarola comes round. Then we've got another former Masters champion, Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott. Then number 17, Kieran Ibsen, Kieran Lloyd. Then we've got Dan Berwick on that superb sounding machine. Number 33, Tom Marble comes round. Tim Nobes comes in amongst the sidecars, reigning Masters champion. Gareth Wimbledon and Liam Brown come round. Then former multi-Masters champion, Mark Cosson is up. Then Tom Cosson, been flying in the early weeks of this 2019 season. Then we've got Peter Lloyd coming round, and the other, George Penfold, number 124, comes round and is lap of honour. And then coming round many times left-hand sidecar champion, that is Will Penfold and Ricky Payne, number 22.
Very warm welcome to Leamington Spa, the home of Midshires Grasstrack Club, for this second European semi-final. A whole host of Europe's best riders on view this afternoon. We're looking forward to a cracking afternoon's racing. Could I please first ask you to be upstanding? Our FIM European referee from Poland, Arthur Kaczmia. The FIME jury member and ACU host delegate, Dicky Starr. FIM European clerk of the course, Matthew Weir. Environmental steward, Peter Gregory. And also, as I see on patrol, the chairman of the ACU Truck Racing Committee, Mr. Tony Steele. We also have with us the German delegate, Joseph Holkermann. And it's ACU British delegate, it's Tony Steele, as well as being representing the chairman of the Truck Racing Committee. So please step forward again, Tony. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Right, that introduces the delegates. Over to Brian now. He will introduce the Czech, Danish, French and German riders to you.
Cheers, Colin, thank you very much. First, the man who's travelled a long way to be with us today, all the way from the Czech Republic. He's ridden in World Longtrack, he's ridden in World Team Cup finals. He is, of course, Michael Dudek. Next to him, another man who's travelled a long way, all the way from Denmark, riding number one today, Kenneth Kruse Hansen. Let's give a good brief welcome to these boys that come a long way. Next in line, we have number three, Marianne Hennes. Number 8, man who's ridden in 4 European finals. He actually rode on this track last year, came to Midshires last year, so he's known to British fans. From France, Jerome Lespinasse. Moving along the line to number 10, from France. The man who rode in the European final a couple of years ago. from France, Julien Carr. Next with Julien, comes into the meeting as a replacement for an injured rider. Good to see him. He is Stephan. Moving along the line, we come to the German contingent, a man who is a legend in this sport. 3 times European champion, 40 this year, he won't mind me telling you, he's going for his 4th title. One of the greats of grass track racing. He is, of course, Stephan Katt. Next to Stephan, representing Germany. Christian is no stranger to riding in this country. Qualified for the European finals, done 12 already. From Germany, Christian Hulshurst. Moving along to the last man in this section, again from Germany, David Pfeiffer. Colin, we'll move on to this side, and it's over to you to introduce the other riders, including the British team. I'm sure they're going to be a round of applause.
Thank you very much indeed, Brian. We move on to the Netherlands, and riding at number 5 for the Netherlands. He's already ridden in 2 European finals in 2016, 2018. He's also ridden in the Lincolnshire coach over here, Lars Zandvliet. The next rider for the Netherlands is number 7. He's ridden in European final in 2016 and 2018. He was in the semi-final in 2017. One of the Netherlands' hottest prospects, Romano Hummel. Riding at number 12, finished 7th in last year's European final. A regular visit to England, having ridden in several Lincolnshire coaches. He's already ridden in 5 European finals. Henry Van der Steen. We now move on to the English contingent, so let's have plenty of applause for these riders, please. He is the reigning Masters champion. He's a member of the England World Team Club Longtrack team, which finished 2nd in 2018. He was 3rd in Europe in 2018. He was Britain's under-21 Grasstrack champion in 2017. Wajtknecht. At number 6, he is the double winner of the European crown, winning in 2016 and 2017. He was also 2nd in 2015, a fine record for one so young. He is also 3 times British Masters champion, James. Number 9, he was European champion in 2010, he was 2nd in 2017, 3rd in 2005, 7, 11 and 2016. A fantastic record in this competition. Andrew Appleton. Number 13, Richard has ridden in 4 European finals as well as many world long tracks, with the best of result of 3rd in the world long track in 2013. Number 13, Richard Hall. At number 14, European champion in 2005. He has, of course, been British Masters champion 4 times and has ridden in no less than 11 European finals up to date. Number 14, Paul Murray. Riding at number 18, Paul is a former British champion in 250 and 350s. He has already appeared in 8 European finals, a very popular man. Number 18, Paul Cooper. Coming in at number 19, set up this morning thinking he would be in the support classes. He's a man of many years experience. He's an excellent 500 solo rider. Coming in as first reserve, Dave Mears. And second in reserve, number 20, probably taken part in the biggest meeting of his young career so far, spectacular thrill-maker, Jamie Van Smith. Those are the awards then for the 2018 European second semi-final.
Hello, you alright? Alright. Oh, you've got to go over there with them again.
Yeah, dropped fourth unfortunately because I couldn't race because I was concussed, so lost a few points, but there's a long way to go yet. There's still 8 rounds left, so I'm confident that if I can stop on it, don't crash, and yeah, hopefully can regain a few of those points.
Race number 1 in red is number 1 Kenneth Hansen. In blue, number 2 Wajtknecht. In white, number 3 Marian Hermes. In yellow, number 4 Stephan Katt. In green, number 5, Lars Zandvliet, and in black and white, number 6, James Shane. So a quality first line-up, James Shane's twice European champion. Stephan Katt has won it 3 times. Stephan, of course, a veteran amongst these youngsters here this afternoon, so it'll be very interesting to see how Stephan goes. That rightly went really well in practice, as did James Shane. They were very, very quick on the start practice as well. Stephan had 1 bad start, then had 3 or 4 good starts. James Shane took several gates from the outside and absolutely flew around that first corner. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they shape up them for race number 1. So Hansen on 1, Barton on 2, Hermes 3, Katt 4, Zandvliet 5, Shanes on gate number 6. And so they're coming for this race number 1. Just waiting for Hermes to move into that number 3 gate and Zandvliet to settle in the number 5 gate. A little bit nerves before the start of the first race of this European semi-final. Everybody toing and throwing, the referee watching from way up above. Got Zandvliet and Shane's being called right up to the tapes for race number 1 then. Starter moves away. It's fighting the Legion, going up the back street, Rory stolen the marks of front, James Shane trying to work away round the outside and get somebody, gets back to on the inside line, the Wajtknecht stolen the marks at the front, Shane now goes through into that second place position, hurtling out of that top corner and coming through complete lap number 1, it's fighting the Legion, Katt is in 4, Hermes in 5 and Zandvliet is in 6 place, up to 6 as they go up the back straight once again. Then it's still Wajtknecht with a clear lead. Shane's can't seem to close the gap at all in second place. Good scrap going on for 4th and 5th places. Katt starting to work his way through the pack and he's fighting the leads completely on lap number 2. Then Shane holding the second place. Hansen has got the 3rd. Katt is in 4, Hermes in 5, Zandvliet in 6. Equal distance between the 6. They go up the back straight once again. He looked quick in practice. He's really absolutely flying on this first lead of the European semi-final. Wajtknecht clear now, going on to the last lap with a big lead over James Shane to hold that second place. Hansen's got the 3rd and Katt is in 5, Zandvliet is in 6 and Katt coming under pressure for that 4th place. Zandvliet definitely closing the gap and a good race going on for 4th and 5th places and Zandvliet moves around the edge of Katt. Katt comes back through on the inside to retake that 4th places. Wajtknecht gets the winning line. James Shane picks up the 2nd. Hansen has a tremendous ride to get the 3rd, tremendous grab the 4th and 5th. Zandvliet gets 4, Katt is in 5 and Hermes in 6th place. Right, result of race number 1, the rider in red, Kenneth Hansen, 3 points. Rider in blue, Wajtknecht, 5 points. Rider in white, Marianne Hermes, no points. Rider in yellow, Stephan Katt, 1 point. Rider in green, Lars Zandvliet, 2 points. And rider in black and white, James Shanes, 4 points. There is a correction, hold on. Change of result. In red, Kenneth Hansen, 3 points. Wajtknecht, 5 points. Marion Herms, 2 points. Stephan Katt, 1 point. Lars Zandvliet, no points. James Shanes, 4 points. Right, we go on to race number 2 then. In red, Romano Hummel. In blue, Jerome Lespinasse. In white, Appleton. In yellow, Julian Katt. Green, Christian Hulshurst. And in black and white, Henry Van der Steen. Settling in for race number 2. Romano Lespinasse, Appleton, Katt, Hulshurst and Van der Steen. Making a good start. He's in second place. Looks at number 8 that's gone through. That's Jerome Lespinasse leading, going at the back straight for the first. Hummel also in contention. Under up to have a big go in third place. They're racing that top corner for the first time. Virtue's third best coming up that top corner. Upton making a big burst round the outside, trying to get the lead. Jerome Lespinasse leads Edmonton. After Appleton in second, Appleton gets round there, and there goes Hummel following through in his second place. So Lespinasse has gone from first to third as Appleton leads Edmonton. Hummel, who's got the second. Lespinasse is in third place, and under Appleton slowly but surely is now starting to pull away the front of this second of this European He's now coming under pressure from Henry Van der Steen, who's looking for that third place. Van der Steen cuts back inside to move through in the third place, and then Lespinasse is now going to lose fourth place as they go up the back straight once again. Appleton still leads then. It's Hummel who's got that second place. Them two starting to pull away from the main of the pack, and then moving on to start. Left for the Hummel on Van der Steen. Hulshurst come from nowhere to go for a 4. Kyra's in 5, and Lespinasse, who was in second place, who one time was going to finish up last place, as Appleton leads him going up the back straight and into the top corner for the final time. It's Appleton leads him, and Hummel holding that second place. Van der Steen has got the third. Hulshurst pegging back the ground in fourth place. Appleton wins it. Hummel gets the second. Van der Steen is in third. Hulshurst in 4. Kyra is in 5, and the one-time race second place rider Jerome Lespinasse comes home in last place. The result of race number 2 is as follows then. In red, Romano Hummel, it gets 4 points. In blue, Jerome Lespinasse, no points. In white, under Appleton, 5 points. In yellow, Julian Katt, 1 point. In green, Christian Hulshurst, 2 points. And in black and white, Henry Van der Steen, 3 points. Just to reiterate, race number 1 from the top, it was 3-5-2-1-0-4. Race number 3 then, riding in red, Richard Hall. In blue, it's Paul Hurry. In white, David Pfeffer. In yellow, Stephan. In green, Michael Dudek. And in black and white, Paul Cooper. So 3 English riders in action in this heat number 3. Stephen Brewer, the few bike problem, he's got it started very quickly, comes back a bit to line. So we'll settle in for race number 3. It's an England 1, 2, 3 at the moment, going up the back straight for the first time. They're going to be 3 abreast going up that back straight. Richard Hall gets inside Paul Cooper, and on the outside Paul Hurry going into that top corner for the first time then. It's coming to complete lap number 1. Cooper's got the third. Is in 4th place. That's David Pfeffer holds up 4th place position. It's all clear going up that back straight. They're being chased really hard there by Paul Hurry in 2nd place. Paul Cooper's got the 3rd. The 3 English boys starting to get away, and this the 3rd heat of this European semi-final. Richard Hall in 2nd. Cooper has got the 3rd place position. Pfeffer is in 4. That's the top 4 with Michael Dudek in 5. They make the way up the back straight once again. Richard Hall cleared the front then, but Paul Hurry starting to close the gap now, working overtime going into that top corner once again. Paul Cooper all on the outside, Paul Hurry taking a much tighter line, and it's Hurry leads him on to lap 4 with Hurry doing the chasing in 2nd place. Going up that back straight once again. Hall still leads him. Can Hurry get back to him? Going up that back straight once again. Hall leads. Hurry has got the 2nd. Cooper is in 3rd. Pfeffer is in 4th place at the top corner for the final time again. Richard Hall using every inch of track. Paul Hurry taking a much tighter line. It's Richard Hall who gets the winning line. Paul Hurry gets the 2nd. Paul Cooper is in 3rd. David Pfeffer is in 4th place. Then we've got Stephan Gurant and filing number Michael Dudek. Result of race number 3 then. Riding in red, Richard Hall, 5 points. In blue, Paul Hurry, 4 points. In white, David Pfeffer, 2 points. In yellow, Stephan Gurant, 1 point. In green, Michael Dudek, no points. And in black and white, Paul Cooper, 3 points. We now move on then to the support classes. So the big chairs coming into line then for their first action of the afternoon. Peter Lloyd, Clint Blondell, Will Penfold, Neil Owen and Matt Fumarola. Those are the chairs online then for race number 4, first heat of the support class. Up for the tape, so we're all going away. Who's going to make that crucial start? Matt Fumarola's made a good start. Neil Owen's got away as well. Neil Owen goes for the gap on the inside. Will Penfold picks up that 2nd place position as Matt Fumarola sweeps round the outside and leads down the back straight for the first time. Neil Owen tucks into that 2nd place position. Will Penfold has got the 3rd. Peter Lloyd is in 4. Clint Blondell surprisingly back in 5 as they stream into the pits corner for the first time then. It's Fumarola leads then. Van Owen holding that 2nd place position. They complete that one. Got the 2nd, Penfold is in 3rd, Lloyd is in 4, Blondell is in 5, equal distance between the 5 they shoot down that back straight once again. Matt Fumarola really to make the best of it at the front of the moment. Owen still holds that 2nd place, Pastor looks behind him to see Will Penfold holding that 3rd place position. Lloyd has got the 4 with Blondell in 5, no change in the position at the moment. They complete lap number 2 then. It's Fumarola master the situation. Owen making that one work really hard in 2nd place. Penfold's having a good ride in 3rd. Lloyd is in 4, Blondell can make no impression back there in 5th place. That's the surprise of the first heat of this big chairs then. The farther it goes, the farther Matt Fumarola's getting away at the front then. He's clear then for Owen holding that 2nd place position. Last lap flag comes out then for Matt Fumarola. Clear for Neil Owen holding that 2nd spot. Penfold has got the 3rd. Lloyd is in 4, Blondell in 5. It's an equal distance between these 5 crews. They go in the back straight for the final time. Super starts the meeting by Matt Fumarola. Increases lead all the time over Neil Owen. He's getting away from Will Penfold. Peter Lloyd gets a little bit closer in 4th place, so it's Matt Fumarola who wins the first heat of the big chairs action. The 2nd place goes to Neil Owen. Going to be tight for 3rd and 4th. Peter Lloyd come the late run, but Penfold gets 3rd. Lloyd is in 4th. Blondell in 5th place. Race 4, big chair, sponsored in the memory of Ron and Vera Wall. A win for number 15, Matt Fumarola, Gareth Williams. 2nd, number 12, Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. And 3rd, number 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. 4 and number 10. Race 5, sponsored by the Llewellyn family of Shrewsbury, delete number 13. Just had news from the pits that Tom Costa and Wayne Rickards will be non-starters in this race number 5. That's a bit of a bad blow. So no Tom Costa to come out number 29 in race number 5. So there'll be only 4 outfits in this race 5. But what a crackerjack race it could be. Rob Wilson, former Masters champion, Gareth Winterburn, reigning Masters champion, Tom Marvel and Mark Cossa, multi-Masters champion. So 3 really top quality crews in action in race number 5. Looks like Tom Marvel's got some bike problems down there and he's not going to take place, so that rather decimates this second heat of the big chair action. We're down to just the 3 crews then at the moment, but what 3 good crews they are. Up for the tape, so where they go, Mark Costa made a cracking start. Gareth Winterburn's got away with him. Rob Wilson in 3rd place. Terry Winterburn gets a corner first. Rob Wilson tucks through in 2nd place. Mark Costa trying to get thrown into Wilson, but Wilson again gets back round the outside as Gareth Winterburn leads down the back straight the first time. Rob Wilson holds that 2nd place. Mark Costa looking for line through on the inside, and Costa does get through on the inside line to move through into 2nd place. So Winterburn using every inch of track, locked it up on the exit from that pit's going to Rob Wilson gets back inside to retake the 2nd place. That's a bit of a surprise to see Mark Costa back in 3rd place. He cuts back inside Rob Wilson, but Rob Wilson holds him at bay. Costa comes again to try and get back up the inside, but Wilson won't be moved over, and that's allowing Gareth Winterburn to get away at the front. Rob Wilson holds that 2nd. Mark Costa's got the 3rd place position. Coming to complete that lap, then it's Gareth Winterburn cleared the front this time. Mark Costa trying to get inside Rob Wilson. He's on the inside Rob Wilson. He's made the move to get inside Wilson. He gets inside Wilson. Wilson, will he cut back round the outside? No, he cuts back for the inside run, and Wilson almost gets back inside Costa. Tremendous race for 2nd and 3rd places as Gareth Winterburn getting away the front from Costa, holding that 2nd place position. Rob Wilson has got the 3rd. Last lap flag comes out then for reigning Masters champion. On the last lap, Rob Wilson's got back inside Mark Costa again. Costa again squeaks back round the outside to retake 2nd place. Wilson will try and cut back inside him on the exit from that top corner as Winterburn's cleared the front. Costa now consolidating that 2nd place. Wilson has got the 3rd. Superside co-action in race number 2 of the big chairs, and it's Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown who pick up the winning ride. 2nd place goes to Mark Costa. 3rd place goes to Rob Wilson. Cracking action there in the 2nd heat of the big chairs. Super sidecar action there in that race, sponsored by the Llewellyn family of Shrewsbury. A win for number 49, Gareth Winterburn, Liam Brown. 2nd, number 37, Mark Costa and Robbie Simmons. And 3rd, number 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. We move on to the next leg, which is big chair action again, sponsored by EXP UK, delete number 80. So we've got Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott, Kieran Hicks, Kieran Ivey, George Penfold, Bradley Steer, Dan Berwick, Josh Russell, John Hiscock, Terry Madley. So Whiteman on 1, Hicks on 2, Penfold 3, Berwick 4, Hiscock and 5. That's the 5 crews then for this 3rd heat of the big chair action. Engines begin to pick up the revs away they go on the start. Paul Whiteland's made a good start. Kieran Nixon made an even better one. John Hiscock quickly away there. Kieran Paul Whiteland holds that second. John Hiscock has got the third. Dan Berwick is in third. Penfold had problems on the start line. He's way down the back of the moment as they go in the back straight for the first time. It's Hickser leads them from Whiteland in second. Hiscock has got the third. Berwick is in fourth. Penfold in five. Coming out of that pits corner, Kieran Hicks taking a wide line, Paul Whiteland taking a much tighter line, but Hicks seems to have the speed at the moment. It's Hicks leads them, Whiteland holding second, Hiscock is in third, Berwick is in fourth, Penfold in five. Going on the back straight is your race leader, then that's it. Kieran Hicks cleared the front, then Paul Whiteland can't seem to close the gap there in second place. John Hiscock's having a good ride in third, Berwick is in four, Penfold in five. Again, Hicks has gone a little bit wide on the X of that cover. Paul Whiteland in turn has gone even wider, and it's Hicks who leads the front in two there. Holding second place, Hiscock has got the third, Berwick is in four, Penfold in five. Down the back straight they go once again. Kieran Hicks increasingly with every turn of the wheel, despite the best efforts of Paul Whiteland in second place. John Hiscock has got the third spot at the pits corner on lap number 3. Last lap flag is waiting then for Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivett clear on the third. The Whiteland holding second. Hiscock has got the third. Berwick in 4, Penfold in 5. Down the back straight for the final time, the young crew of Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey stamping their authority on this race number 6, the third leg of the big chair action. At the pits corner for the final time, mid-track position on the exit from the corner, Kieran Hicks, Kieran Ivey get the winning ride. Whiteland and Elliott get the second, Hiscock and Manley in third, Berwick is in fourth, Penfold in fifth place. Race 6 results. To win for number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. Second, number 92, Paul Whiteland and Alan Elliott. And third, 184, John Hiscock, Terry Madley. 68, 124. That race sponsored by EXB UK. Race 7 is the support of the solos, sponsored by Mervyn and Molly Hill. Bradley Wilson Dean out, Tom Perry in, and delete Dave Mears. We'll look right across on the far side of the track then for the solo start for the support class. Making a clean breakdown, Winton's made a good start, Stephen Green's got away and so has Tim Nobe's got away. They got that top corner for the first. Tony Atkins made a cracking start while he's in second place, trying to come around the outside road up on that top corner. Coming up that top corner, something has come up on the machine. That's the top four, they go up the back straight once again, and Nobes has gone inside Tony Atkins. Tony had a very bad moment there on the exit, and that pit's could have dropped him right back to third in the clutches of the fourth place rider then. And this Green who leads then for Nobes holding second, Atkins under pressure now for his third place position, can put in lap number 2. Green who leads second, Atkins comes again back up the inside to retake that third place, and Tim Nobes has got inside Stephen Green. These two locked together going in that top corner once again. It's Green round the outside, Nobes shows a bike on the inside, and Nobes leads it. Coming out of that corner, he's pushed Stephen Green right. Green comes again. The fifth corner once again. On the yellow flag to the moment there. On the yellow flag, to the top of that pits corner. We're still racing on the yellow flag. The rollers pulled out over that pits corner. Seeing a bit of a bump on the entry to that pits corner. But going into that top corner for the final time, the checkered flag is coming out. And it's Stephen Green who puts up the line. Tony Atkins gets in second. Tom Perry comes across the line in third. Dan Winterton is in fourth. Mark Taylor is in 500. Whittaker 6. Luke Harrison in 7. Ryan Ashcroft in 8. And Stuart Mears in 9th place, Tim Nobes in 10. Race 7, sponsored by Mervyn and Molly Hill, as a win for number 66, Stephen Green. Second, number 10, Tony Atkin, and third, number 1, Tom Perry. 12. We have to amend the result of this race as a rider avoiding action due to the problem on that corner. The result of that race will be over 3 laps. We'll be just working on the result, which will be over 3 laps only. Right, the revised result of race 7 after 3 laps. A win for number 66, Stephen Green. Second, number 2, Tim Nobes. And third, number 10, Tony Atkin. 1, 12, 170, 26, 45, 17 and 41. Brian, if Lee would like to come in now and do some interviews, I think we can have some track work done now before the Europeans again. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers, Colin. I'm actually by the hospitality committee, so I just have a wander around, see who I can find to talk to. Yeah, you've got somebody for me to speak to. Okay. Cheers. He's got a hot beer. Oh no, what's that, Clayton? That's not beer. English tea, Herefordshire tea. By Jove, we are pot, aren't we? I'm going from memory now because I was doing commentaries 40 years ago. I'm sure you're going to put me in my place here. You were a greenkeeper. Right, I remember that from about 40 years ago. Tell us about that.
In red, Marion Hermes. In green, Jerome Lespinasse. In black and white, Julian Carr. In yellow, David Pfeffer for first time out, and in black and white, Michael Dudek. Back, of course, up to our referee for the results of the next 3 races. He's waiting for David Pfeffer to make his way up into line. He'll arrive at the start to form their position at the gate. Jerome Lespinasse turning back from the gate, coming out of a disappointing opening ride. He was in 3rd place and eventually finished up in last place, so if you're looking to improve upon that one, Kenneth Hansen, very good rider, finished 3rd in his opening race. He is in white in this race number 4 of the European semi-final. And much interest, of course, in this particular race, it's all international riders. Made a good gate going in that top corner, but number 1 has swept through on the inside. Kenneth Hansen again having a superstar, and he's quick going up that back straight for the first time. It's Hansen leads and going up the back straight for the first time. Herms is back in 4th place. They come up that top corner through a complete lap. Number 1 will pick them out as they flash by us for the first time. It's Hansen is in 3rd. Herms is in 4th place. That's the top 4 as they go up the back straight once again. It's still Hansen building his lead up the front then. Okay, going into that top corner once again. Lespinasse holds that 2nd place position. Coming off that top corner through complete lap number 2. Second, Katt is in 3rd. That's the order going up that back straight once again. Starting to spread themselves out. Lespinasse desperately trying to close the gap there in that 2nd place. Still Hansen who has the advantage and coming to start the last lap. Hansen is clear up the front. Lespinasse 2nd. Herms is in 4th place. The top 4 as they make their way up the back straight once again. Hansen got a 3rd place first mate, going to pick up winning points in this is his 2nd ride, much better ride this time by Lespinasse, who's hanging on to that 2nd place position. It's Hansen who picks up the winning ride. Lespinasse gets the 2nd. Pepper is in 3rd. Arno still in the 4th. Herms is in 5, and Dudek again struggling in the rear of the race. Result of that race then, 5 points for the rider in white, Kenneth Hansen. 1 point for the rider in red, Marion Herms. 4 points for the rider in green, Jerome Lespinasse. 2 points for the rider in black and white, Julian Carr. 3 points for the rider in yellow, David Pfeffer. And no points in black and white once again for Michael Dudek. Intriguing race number 5 comes up. Wajtknecht won his opening ride, Andrew Appleton won his opening ride, Richard Orr also won his opening ride, and Henry Van der Steen was in 3rd place in his opening ride. So something's got to give him what could be a very, very crucial race at number 5. So the English lads all on the outside there. Wajtknecht won his opening ride, Andrew Appleton won his opening ride, Richard Orr on the other side, but up the inside him, then we've got Wajtknecht, then we've got Van der Steen. So that's one on the inside, Zandvliet is next to her. Number 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No sound mate. Race number 5. Zandvliet's got away, but Wajtknecht's made a cracking start. Wajtknecht leads going up the back straight for the first time. Richard Orr trying to make a way around the outsides. They got the back straight for the first time then. It's Zandvliet once again making that crucial start in a very quick first corner. He's cleared the front. They come by to complete lap number 1. It's Wajtknecht. Van der Steen is in third, Andrew Appleton is in 3rd place. Appleton gets inside Van der Steen to move back through into that 3rd place position as Wajtknecht leads them, and Holding chasing in 2nd place. Appleton's got the 3rd. Van der Steen is in 4th. These 4 getting away from the other 2 riders in this race, but Wajtknecht's going to take an awful lot of catch at the moment. It's Wajtknecht cleared them, but Holding got 2nd. Appleton's got the 3rd. Van der Steen is in 4th. Zandvliet is in 5. So that is in 6. That's the 6. They power up the back straight once again, after up that back straight once again. Wajtknecht just getting farther and farther away. Andrew Appleton starting to peg back some of the ground on Richard Orr. They moving on to 4 this time. Wajtknecht clear them from Hall on in 2nd. Appleton's got the 3rd. Van der Steen is in 4th. Zandvliet is in 5. Robert in 6. That's still the 6. And the longer the race goes, the farther Wajtknecht's getting away at the front. This is very impressive stuff from the reigning Masters champion elite into that top corner for the final time. It's going to be 2-2 for Wajtknecht. Richard Hall picks up the 2nd place. Andrew Appleton is in 3rd. Henry Van der Steen is in 4th. A long gap back then to the other 2 finishers. The finishers in 5 and Zandvliet in 6th place. Points then for race 5. Wajtknecht in yellow, 5 points. Lars Zandvliet in white, no points. Andrew Appleton in green, 3 points. Henry Van der Steen in blue, 2 points. Richard Hall in black and white, 4 points. And Stephan in red, 1 point. Race number 6 then, Stephan Katt in red, James Shanes in blue, Romano Hummel in black and white, Christian Hulshurst in white, Paul Hurry in green, Paul Cooper in yellow. James Shanes 2nd place first time out, as was Romano Hummel, and Paul Hurry. Paul Cooper got a 3rd in his opening ride. So again, some very quick riders to do battle in race number 6. So Hummel on the inside, Paul Hurry is inside for him, then you've got Paul Cooper, then Christian Hulshurst, then James Shanes and Stephan Katt right on the inside. That's the 6 riders in for race number 6 of the European semi-final. Nobody wanted to settle first. Starts have been crucial in the meeting so far, and obviously everybody looking for the best grip for this race number 6. So Katt, Shanes, Hummel, Hulshurst, Hurry and Cooper. Everybody seems ready for the start of race number 6. starts from the outside, and it's Shane who gets the corner first. The rider in green goes sweeping around the outside. Now right is Paul Hurry who sets off in hot pursuit. Shane leads him. Van Hurry holding that second place position. Paul Cooper now back his way through into that third place position. So again the Brits back in 1, 2 and 3 as they complete lap number 1. Katt is in 5. That's the top 5 as they make their way down the back straight once again then. It's still James Shane's clear the front to Paul Hurry doing the chasing a second. Paul Cooper's in 3rd. He's now coming under pressure from Christian Halsall, definitely getting closer in 4th place, but still Shane the master of the situation. Katt is in 5. Surprisingly at the last place at the moment as they go up the back straight once again. The gap the same between these riders. Christian Halsall again closing up on Paul Cooper, almost got round him on the outside of that pits corner. This is where the main action is for 3rd and 4th as Shane's leading on the 3rd and Hurry chasing hard in 2nd. From the 3rd and also passing hard in 3rd. Katt has got 5, almost disappointing back in 6 as Shane's halfway up the back straight for the follow time. He's clear. Hurry's safe in 2nd. Looks at Paul Cooper's which stood the challenge of Christian Halsall. That race for 3rd and 4th places. So coming through the complete then it's Shane's who gets even in line. Paul Hurry picks up the 2nd. Paul Cooper in 3rd. Christian Halsall in 4th. Stephan Katt in 5th place. Result of race number 6 then. Stephan Katt gets 1 point in red. James Shane's in blue gets 5 points. Romano Hummel in black and white retired. Christian Halsall in white 2 points. Paul Hurry in green 4 points. Paul Cooper in yellow 3 points. We move on then to race number 11, another heat of the big chairs on the second leg of the big chairs, and Gareth Winburn's already made a cracking start. He's coming under pressure from Kieran around the outside. This Hicks leads then for Winterburn in 2nd. Wilson's got the 3rd one. Winterburn trying to cut back inside Hicks, but Hicks takes the line that Winterburn's looking for. It's Hicks who leads then for Winterburn in 2nd. Rob Wilson 3rd. Paul Wajtknecht in 4. Will Penfold is in 5. That's the top 5 as they stream into the pits corner for the first time then. It's still Hicks who leads and Winterburn pushing really hard in 2nd place. But Kieran Hicks has got the second place. Wilson has got the 3rd. Paul Wajtknecht trying desperately hard in 4th place, trying to come around the edge of Rob Wilson as Kieran Hicks is getting away from Gareth Winterburn. Now Winterburn closed the gap in 2nd place. A fight between them moving into the pits corner on lap number 2. It's Hicks who leads. He's gone wide. Winterburn trying to get through on the inside, but there's no way through, and Hicks still has the advantage from Winterburn. Wilson's got the 3rd. Wajtknecht 45. Blondell again surprisingly back in 6th place as Gareth Winterburn has another go at Kieran Hicks on the exit from that top corner. 2 bites between them, roaring down the back straight once again. It's Hicks who leads. Winterburn's a bite down now as they hit that pits corner on lap number 3. Hicks rides the inside line. Winterburn goes wide, tries to cut it back for the inside run, but Hicks has got the speed down the outside, and it's Hicks who leads him on the last one. And Winterburn holding out 2nd. Winterburn's out again, trying to find a way through on the inside, but Kieran Hicks is covering his every move. Down the back straight they go for the follow time. Hicks 2 bites up on Winterburn, hitting that pits corner lap number 4, but Wilson's got the 3rd. Wajtknecht is in 4th place. Hicks has gone wide. Can Winterburn get through on the inside? A race for the line. Kieran Hicks gets in. Gareth Winterburn 2nd. Wilson is in 3rd. Wajtknecht is in 4th. Penfold in 5. Blondell in 6. Brilliant sidecar action racing there in that race number 11. Race 11 result, a race sponsored by JMF Event Catering, won by number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. Second number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. And third number 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. 92, 22, and number 10. Race 2 sponsored by Terry and Sue Bird from Corby. Peter Lloyd's passenger again is Stephen Russell. Delete number 30. So Neil Owen had a good 2nd place first time out. John Hiscock picked up a 3rd. Peter Lloyd had a 3rd. Tom Marvel didn't start, so let's hope Tom can get the machinery sorted out for this race number 12. So revving up on the line then for race number 12, another heat of the big chair action. Over the way to a pretty Queen Bay. John Hiscock again has made a good start. Neil Owens and Crew this gone with him. Neil Owens going to get the corner first. John Hiscock trying to cut back inside. Neil Owens going into that top corner for the first time. His own leads Eben Hiscock. They're three abreast for second plate. Chaos on that top corner. Peter Lloyd has got through on the inside and moved from the second. Hiscock trying to come back round the outside. Marvel holds position number 4. Berwick in 5. As this Neil Owens has the advantage coming out of that pits corner for the first time. Being chased really hard there by Peter Lloyd. That second plate. John Hiscock in third. Tom Marvel having a good ride this time. He's chasing John Hiscock for that third place position, and Marvel's round the outside of Hiscock to go through into third place. As Owen's clear going down that back straight then, but Lloyd in second. Marvel's got the third. Hiscock trying to get back inside Tom Marvel to retake that third place position. Dan Berwick back in fifth place. Neil Owen almost locked it up on the exit from that pits corner. Looks behind him. He's got the lead over Peter Lloyd. He's got that second. Marvel's got the third. Hiscock is in fourth. Berwick dropping back in 5. So Neil Owen now under that back straight, clear leader in this fifth ride of the big chairs. Peter Lloyd having his best ride of the afternoon so far. Tuck there in second place. Tom Marvel's got the third. John Hiscock is in 4. Dan Berwick is in 5. Last lap flag being made ready then for Neil Owen and Jason Marvel. Then on to lap number 4. Then Peter Lloyd and Stephen Ross in second place. Tom Marvel's got the third. John Hiscock, Terry Madley in 4. Dan Berwick is in 5. What's the leader down the back straight for the final time? He's increasing lead all the time. It's a good ride again for Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. They're going to win heat number 5 of the big chair action here this afternoon. Impressive win then for Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. Second place goes to Peter Lloyd. Tom Marvel picks up the third. John Hiscock in 4. Dan Berwick in 5th place. Terry and Sue Bird sponsored that race, and it was won by number 12. Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. Second number 4, Peter Lloyd, Stephen Russell, and third number 33, Tom Marvel, Lewis Davis. 184 and 68. Race 13, delete number 80 and number 7, and we hope that Tom Cossa will come out this time. Matt Fumarola won his opening ride. Mark Cossa was second in his opening ride.
I've not seen that horse that was you farting about.
Yeah.
Jordan warming it up.
Oh, is it? Oh no, I had a skid on. You got to force those little 140s to slide, don't you?
Don't poacher that.
Eh?
Old timers, Longtrack.
Oh, I can't see if I fell off.
Good to see Tom Cossa's come out this time, so we've got 4 crews for this race number 13. Starler moves away up for the tapes. They've all got away with a pretty equal break, and who's going to be main break is Mark Cossa as he goes in the second place, and Tom Cossa goes through on the inside and moves from the second place as Mark Cossa leads from Tom Cossa in second place. Penfold trying to get round the outside. Fumarola surprisingly 4 at the moment as they go in the back straight and into the pits corner on the opening lap. It's Mark Cossa leads him, but Tom Cossa holding that second place. Penfold's got the third. Fumarola is in 4th place. Penfold trying to get back inside Tom Cossa. And Tom Cossa hangs on that second. As Mark Cossa is getting away the front then, but Tom Cossa holding second. Penfold has got the third. Fumarola is in 4th place, and Mark Cossa really getting away at the front now. Still the scraps on for second, third and 4th place. To hit the pits corner on lap number 2. Cossa with the advantage then, but Tom Cossa holding second place. Penfold has got the third. Fumarola is in 4th. They complete that lap. Inside Penfold to move from the 3rd place. Can Penfold get back round the outside? Penfold trying to get back round Fumarola. He's got back round Fumarola. Brilliant ride by Penfold to get back round the outside to retake that third. Fumarola trying to get back through on the inside as they enter the pits corner once again. It's a Cossa 1-2 at the front, but a super scrapping on for 3rd and 4th places as Mark Cossa leads from Tom Cossa. Penfold's on the third. Fumarola again trying to get back through on the inside, but Penfold's covered that move on the inside. He's left to get that. Fumarola again trying to get back through on the inside. Penfold locked it up, a chance for Fumarola to get through. He seemed to lock it up right in front of Fumarola on that top corner as Mark Cossa leads in from Tom Cossa holding that second place position. Mark on the inside goes wide to cover the move of Tom coming round the outside. Mark Cossa wins and Tom Cossa gets a second. Penfold is in 3rd, Fumarola in 4th place. Race 13 result then, sponsored by A&E Fire and Security of Gloucester. Win for number 37, Mark Cosser, Robbie Simmons. Second, number 29, Tom Cosser, Wayne Records. And third, 124, George Penfold and Bradley Steer. Fourth, number 15. We move on to race 14, second leg of the 500 solos. John and Sue Dowell, all the sponsors. Delete Bradley Wilson Dean, put in 1, Tom Perry, and delete number 19 as well. So let's hope we don't have too much adventure this time. 1 or 2 problems in the first heat of this solo support. Cracking race nevertheless, but 1 or 2 incidents on that bottom corner. Let's hope everything's okay for the second leg of the solos. Daniel Winton on the inside. Tim Nobe should be in next to him. Then Andrew Whittaker and Mark Taylor, they all rev up then on the line for this second heat of the solo support. Up for the tape, so away we go then. Who's going to wait? Looks if Tim Nobe has made a good start. Tom Perry, in fact, has made the best out of all. Daniel Winton now goes through into third place. Tim Nobe and Stephen Green pack second and third places behind the wide line. Tom Cosser's second, Stephen Green has got the third down. Winton is in 4, Andrew Whittaker in 5, Tony Atkins in 6, going up the back straight for the first time. It's Nobe's the leader, being chased by Tom Perry. These two getting away at the front then. Tom Perry alongside Tim Nobe's going into that pits corner once again. It's Nobe's on the inside, Perry trying to come around the outside. Nobe cuts it back. Winton in 4, Atkins in 5, 6, Taylor in 7, as they make their way up the back straight once again then. It's still Nobe's who has the advantage then, from Perry holding second place. Green has got the third, Winton in 4, Atkins in 5, that's still the top 5 as the last lap back comes out then. Nobe's looking to make it to the from Perry holding second, Green has got the third, Winton in 4, Atkins 5, Harrison 6, Taylor in 7, Ashcroft in 8, that's the 8, and it's still at the back straight once again then. It's Nobe's getting away the front. Stephen Green's now looking that second place of Tom Perry as they move into the top corner for the final time. Tim Nobe makes it to the support. Tom Perry gets them second. Stephen Green is in third down. Winton is in third. Tony Atkins in 5. Brooke Harris in 6. Mark Taylor in 7. Ryan Ashcroft in 8. Tim Pearce 9. Andrew Whittaker 10. And Aaron Butcher in 11th place. Race 14 results sponsored by John and Sue Dowell. A win for number 2, Tim Nobes. Second, number 1, Tom Perry. And third, number 66, Stephen Green. 12, 10, 26, 170, 45, 41, 17, and number 20. Track watering to take place now before we go into the third legs of the European. Again, Heat 7 sponsored by Houghton Hams of Northampton. Heat 8 is sponsored by Redlands Farm B&B Lightthorn. And the next heat is sponsored by Holiday Inn Leamington Spa.